That's how we roll. All right, so welcome. So today we're going to have a huge emphasis on the upper back. So for now, just have all your tools set aside and come into a seat. Feel the bottom of your sit bones into the ground, and then just allow yourself to close your eyes and just take a couple natural breaths as we slowly arrive to the practice. And then as you breathe in, I'd like you to kind of send your eyes into the back of your head and have them kind of look down at the upper shoulders. And then as you breathe out, see if you can melt the shoulders back and down. Breathe in, see your shoulders from the back. Breathe out, soften in that area behind the shoulders. And a few more times. And then I'd like you to think about your body today as this vessel that works all together. And then I want you to really care for your vessel. Be compassionate, take care of yourself. There's going to be moments of frustration maybe. There's going to be moments of excitement. And I want you to just see what happens with the body as you find these different emotions or feelings or physical sensations arrive. And then the most important thing for you to do is to take care of yourself, to be compassionate for yourself, and treat your vessel as a whole instead of picking it apart. Be grateful for the things that can and eventually may happen. And then go ahead, open your eyes. And relax. All right, so here we are. I'd like you to send your legs out in front of you. And then we're going to, let's actually grab the block right off the bat. And I'd like you to bring it right between the thigh, or the calves. Flex the 10 toes towards your body and begin to adduct that block together just to awaken the sit bones. It's really the sit creases of your hip flexors. And then lift the arms all the way up and inhale. Good, and then exhale, just a nice reach forward, but keep your gaze over the thumbs and your head above your hands. Good. And then just sweep it up, inhale. Good, and then exhale, just reach past your toes. And keep your shoulders down. And just start to feel the sensations. And then I want you to pause halfway and feel what happened to your legs. Did they turn off, or can you continue to squeeze that block? Take an inhale. And then reach a little bit more forward. And eventually you're going to see that the block, that structure between your legs likes to go away. I want you to keep it there. And then reach a little bit more forward and squeeze your block. Good. And then inhale, lift up. And then squeeze the block, exhale, come all the way down. Squeeze. Front, release the hands to the bottom of the feet or wherever they land. But continue to squeeze the block and push the leg back, like towards your sit bones. Push them back. And just feel that sensation behind the thighs, maybe in the upper back. Good. Okay, and then go ahead and bring the right hand on top of the right shin. Grab hold of the left big toe with the left hand. Press down on the right shin. And as you inhale, lift the left leg up. And lift the left leg up. And keep lifting the left leg up until it's like, okay, that's all I got right now. And continue to push the right leg down. And then I want you to lengthen again through the body. And then on your exhale, pull the knee towards the left armpit. And then maybe look behind the left shoulder. And then release the left leg all the way down. Inhale, lift the arms up. And then exhale, reach past your feet. Squeeze the block, keep that activation of the legs. Good. Hands to the back of the feet or on the ankles, whatever you've got. And then left hand stays on the shin. Push that leg down and keep adducting it towards the block. Grab hold of the right toe with the right hand and lift that right leg up. And keep lifting it while pushing the left leg down. Keep lifting and then bend that knee and bring it towards the right armpit. Good. Maybe look back, begin to activate, keep that left leg active. And then release it and bring the right leg down. Inhale, push through the bones, lift up. And then exhale, kind of lift up and out of those sit bones and reach forward, even a little bit more forward. Yes, and reach the bottom of your feet. Okay, now you're gonna hold on to the bottom of the left foot, wrapping your left palm around the outside of the left pinky toe. Bring the right hand onto the shin. Gather from the midline the strength. Make that your focal point, your dharana in yoga we call that, and then lift the left leg up. See if it goes a little higher as you really focus on that midpoint here. And then look at the left knee. Is it wanting to turn out? If so, try to turn it inward and towards center line, and then lift it higher. And keep turning it and keep lifting it, turning it and lifting it. Hold it, even though you want to come out of it. Good, and then this time just exhale and release it all the way down. Good, inhale, lift up the arms. Exhale, reach it forward. Halfway lift this time. Inhale, squeeze your mid scapula together. And exhale, full deep fist. Okay, left hand onto the left shin, right hand onto the outside of the right foot. Keep squeezing towards the midline, that block. So it's always nice to have feedback and keep feedback from the block. And lift it up, lift the right leg up. And keep centering that right knee to the middle. Keep pulling it and lengthening, turning it, and see if you get that leg even higher. Pulling that leg in. Take another breath. And exhale, bring it down. Good. Okay, grab your block, place it to your and come to your belly. I'm actually gonna adjust my block. I want the block lengthwise. And between the calf and place the hand, okay? From here, pull the yoga mat back. Inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale, bring it down. Okay, next one, I want you to squeeze the block between the legs. Activate your adductors. And then inhale, lift the chest up. It should feel a lot different. Okay, so we're gonna do it again. Do it the wrong way. No activation of the thighs. Pull the yoga mat back. Lift up. It kind of feels like this disconnected upper and lower body thing, right? And then again, squeeze the block with the thighs. Pull the yoga mat and feel how much more powerful that is, right? Okay, then stay that high. Lift the palms up. Inhale, lift the heart up. Squeeze the block. Exhale, reach back with the hands. Keep the hands back, bend the knees. Squeeze the block. Lift the knees up and off the floor, and just hold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Good. Release the knees, release the legs. Bring the hands all the way back and down. Tuck the toes, push up, tabletop, downward dog. And keep the block between your feet. So come to your downward dog and let's keep warming up. So we're kind of bringing some emphasis to the practice today of the center line of the body. From here, shift the body forward to a plank. And then exhale, bend the knees, send it back to downward dog. And let's just move like a wave like that. Inhale to a plank. Exhale, send it back. Couple more. Finding the strength in the upper back, in the core, and in the legs. And then stay in downward dog, please. Okay, walk the hands so that you feel nice and stable, and I want you to kind of like grip the ground with your hands. And then imagine now that you're squeezing that block in the inner thighs. We're not going to do it just yet. Keep it there. And then just simply lift the right leg up. And then bring the right knee in towards the chest. And then lift the right leg up. And then come high on the ball of the left foot. Shift the hips forward. Bring the right knee into the center. Bring the right foot flat. Inhale, lift up the body. Lift up the arms. And on your exhale, bend the elbows all the way down. Draw the shoulder blades onto the back. And then inhale, lift it up again. Exhale, pull the navel in, bring the elbows down, draw the scapula towards the shoulder blades or shoulder blades into the spine. And one more time, inhale, lift it up. Connect the entire body, the whole body, and pull down. Good. Bring the palms flat down. Lift the right leg all the way up and back. And then place the right leg beside the left leg. Okay, now place the block between the thighs. Okay, then draw the block upward and then bring the heels down. And hug the shoulder blades down as well, towards the mat. Okay, come high on the ball of the feet. Send it forward to a plank pose. And then exhale, downward dog. Okay, and a few more just like that. Inhale to downward dog, right? Exhale to a plank. And all the way back. And a couple more times. Let me get my breath right. Inhale, plank. And exhale, downward dog. Good. Okay, place the blocks back down by the feet. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Come high on the ball of the foot. And left knee into the chest. Lift it up. Inhale, three-legged. Shift the hips forward, rock the knee forward, and then foot flat between the hands. Okay, get long through the body. Inhale, lift the arms. Lift the chest. Lengthen through the right leg. Exhale, bend the elbows. Good, two more just like that. Inhale, lift it up. And I want you to pretend you have like, I don't know, 25 pounds in each arm and that you're moving through this thick, strong posture. Scoop the belly in, stay connected. Good. And then hands come down flat. Left leg all the way up into the sky again. Good. And then left leg down beside the right leg. Take 3 breaths in your downward dog. One more. And then bring the knees all the way down. Now I'd like you to take your block, and I'd like you to place it in the front of the mat, okay? And then come down to your belly. So you have the block in the front. Hold on to the block within the palms of the hands. Bring the legs together, but imagine you still have that yoga block between your thighs. And I'd like you to inhale, squeeze the legs together and lift the block up by squeezing between the palms. And then exhale, release. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Squeeze, lift. Exhale, release. Squeeze and lift. And exhale, release. Place the palms at the corners of your yoga mat. Straighten the arms. And push into the hands to lift just the upper back off of the ground, right? The chest. And then 3 inches each and lift a little higher. And then bring the hands and then draw the shoulder blades down. Feel what that does about, I don't know, it's the bottom of the rib cage up. Hold here. And then squeeze your inner thighs together and feel what that does. And then I want you to find breath. Deep breath. In and out through the nose. Working through the upper spine, connecting everything, not just back bend or inversion. The whole body works together. And then slowly release. Bring the right arm or right forearm across the chest, so it's horizontal to the chest or the front of the yoga mat. Okay, and then I want you to bring the left hand forward and push into the left hand into the right forearm. Good. And then look over the left shoulder, walk the legs together, they separated, squeeze them, bend the knees, reach back with the left hand, find the pinky side of the left foot, and just kind of find this nice little baby back bend here. Rotate the left shoulder down and back, push into the right forearm some more, and just look for the upper back to work and the inner thighs to work. Good. And then see if you can take that left hand to the outside of the right foot, push the hip foot into the hand, hold here. Lift higher. Good. Release the left leg, lift higher. And then right leg release, bring the left arm across the body. Bring the right hand back, push into the left arm. Okay, and then we're gonna bring thighs together. And then bend the knees. Reach the right hand to the outside of the right foot and rotate the shoulder back while pushing into the left forearm. If you're still okay, reach that right hand to the outside of the left foot and lift a little higher. Breathe. Good. And release the right leg down. Lift the chest even higher. Maybe lift the left knee up if you're already there. Good. Left knee down, left leg down, right arm forward. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Lift to the knees. All the way up, downward dog. You should start feeling some things here now. Hug the arms down. Okay. Lift the right leg up. High on the ball of the left foot. And bring the right knee into the chest as you shift the hips forward. Inhale, right leg all the way up and back. Good. Right foot flat between your hands. Good. Step the left foot halfway forward. Lengthen the upper back forward as well. So you have a nice strong back, so don't dump into the lower back. Straighten the back. And then from here, reach the left arm forward. Fingertips can be on the ground, of the right fingertips are on a block, whatever you feel more comfortable with. Good, and then I want you to scoop the left arm forward, up and around, and rest it on the left toe. Send the right hip back towards the left heel. And then bring the left hand all the way back and forward. Okay, send the hips back again. Pull up through the inner thighs, straighten your back, reach the right hand forward. On your inhale, scoop the right arm to the ceiling and all the way back. Bring your gaze back. Good, and then bring it all the way back and forward. Push into your inner thighs, draw strength through the legs to lift the upper body up, hands over your head. And then exhale, hands to your lower back. Draw your fingertips or your knuckles towards the back leg or center of the spine. Inhale, draw in from the thighs and the navel. Exhale, hinge forward. And then keep drawing the arms back. From here, bring your hands into prayer hands with fingertips pointed down. And just worry about drawing the elbows to the sky. Feel what that does to activate the upper back. Keep sending the sit bones back. From here, flip the fingertips up into a full prayer position, fingertips towards the neck. Elbows reaching towards one another. Inhale. Draw up through the arches of the feet. Exhale. Push into the feet, inner thighs lift up. Inhale. Hands over the head. Good. And then exhale, just hinge all the way back down. Right leg all the way up and back, three-legged dog. Hug the shoulders back and down. Draw the right foot beside the left foot. Shift over into a plank, and let's just take a nice vinyasa. Chaturanga, into an up dog, drawing the upper back, and then into a down dog. Inhale, the left leg up, and step it through, foot flat. I stick the knee to the chest, but that's okay. Good, and then step the right foot halfway forward. Draw the spine forward, straighten the back. Good. And here we are again. Reach, left hand forward. Circle it up to the sky, into the back, rest it on the hip, draw the hips back. And then reach the left arm forward. And then down beside the left foot. Grab your block if you need it. Stay mindful of your abdomen. Don't dump into the spine. Bring the right hand forward. Your gaze is kind of at your third eye, your nose, if you can't do the third eye. And then circle the right arm back. But keep setting the hip, the right hip and left hip towards the back. Good. And then bring the right hand all the way forward. Lengthen the spine. Adduct the thighs. Re-strengthen the back. Lace the fingers to the spine. Stay here. And then upside down prayer pose, fingertips to the lower back, which is the sacrum, that sacred space of the sacrum that lies within the first chakra, our survival, that we feel like, I don't know if I can survive this one. You can. This is your training. Flip the fingertips to point up to the neck. Now draw the shoulders back and down. Keep the belly in. Keep reaching forward, keep sending the sacred spot of the spine back. Good. Then push through the feet and the inner thighs. Lift the torso up. Lift the arms up. Good. Exhale. Shift forward and hands down to the floor. Left leg up and back. And then downward dog. 3 rounds of breath in your downward dog. Just finding how everything truly does work together. When one part of the body shorts, you have to think of the whole body as a moving one piece. You can't just punish or think what's wrong with this or that. It's actually everything that works together, and it's the parusa, the consciousness of you learning about yourself to go inward. What is happening within the body? Good. Shift forward plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, hop to the, let it go. In and exhale to the center of your hearts. Grab your yoga block. I hope y'all are having so much fun already. I know, you can't stand it. The bottom. Okay, I'm gonna take a yoga block to the back. So yoga block, book, pillow, Carago box, whatever you got. And I want you to have the fingertips pointed down. And I want you to squeeze the box, the book, or whatever you got between your hands and draw the shoulders down. You're gonna step it back with the right foot halfway back. You're going to draw in from the navel and then send the sacrum all the way back to hinge forward. Keep sending the shoulders back and down. Keep squeezing the yoga block. Hold. And then bring the nose down to the knee slowly. Keep drawing the left hip to the right heel. And hold here. Feel this center focus of everything. The hands drawing to middle. The thighs drawing to middle, the navel up and over the left knee, the drishti down towards the left toe. Get the shoulders away from the ear. Good. Push into the feet, lift all the way up. Get rid of the block. Put it on the ground. Lift the arms. And then wrap them around. Wrap opposite elbows or opposite shoulders, I should say. Bring the right knee into the chest and wrap the right toe around the left calf. Stay here or draw deeper into the hips and then come into full eagle pose as your arms are left over the right, left elbow over the right elbow. Lift the forearms and come into full eagle. Right fingers grab the left forearm or left wrist, elbows up, navel in, tuck the tailbone in, sink lower. Good. Bring the hands out of eagle arms. Bring them down. Place the right foot beside the left foot. Chair pose. Hips low, arms up. And forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. All the way back, chaturanga. Exhale. Cobra, up dog. Hips up and back, downward dog. Okay, draw in again from that midline. The whole body moving and breathing together. As one unit, we evolve. Treat things as separate parts and not much change happens. Look between the hands, bend the knees. Exhale, hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. All the way down, draw the weight forward. Exhale, tailbone high to the sky. Inhale, push into the hands and the feet lift up, mountain pose. And hands to the heart center. Grab your yoga block or book. Bring it to the back of you again. Fingertips pointed down. And lift that block kind of high. And notice, you'll see my pattern here. My shoulders always like to come forward. I'm trying to draw them back with the navel pulled in, okay? Now we're gonna step it back with the left foot halfway back. Lift through the arches of both feet to demand the entire body to work, to recruit really the entire body to work, and then forward fold. Go slow and mindful. Find that nice 90-degree bend here at that right hip line. Send the right hip towards the left heel. Keep the gaze over the nose. And then the chin drops last. The chest is touching the top of the right leg. Shoulders are drawing back. Hands are squeezing in. And hold here. The whole body working together. Push into the left foot to keep that left leg active. Push into the feet, inhale, lift up the chest, and release the block. Wrap the right elbow over the left elbow, hug. Hug your scapula, find those muscles we're really trying to open up here. Get soft through the right knee, lift the left knee up in front of the chest. Wrap the left toes around the right calf. Engage through this tucking of the tailbone in, and then eagle arms if you've got that as well. Hooking and grabbing the right wrist with the left fingers. Hold here. Shoulders down. One more. Feel the whole body working. But on one foot, the entire body completely active. Navel, spine, arms, and chin pulling in. Good. Release the arms all the way up and over your head. Chair pose, left foot by the right foot. Tuck the tailbone in, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Hopping back, here we go. Chaturanga. Good job, Cobra. And downward dog. Good. Let's take 3 breaths in downward dog. Finding your pose, finding your focus. Going deeper within the layers of yourself. Good, and then go ahead and bring the knees down on that 4th exhale. And shift back, child's pose. 3 breaths. And feel how relaxed this lower back is here. And I want you to remember that. I want that to sit. Because when we shift up, I'd like you to make sure you nurture the lower back because it's going to want to take over. It wants to go into its old pattern. Don't give in so easily. Catch yourself. Okay, lift all the way up, tabletop. Plank. Bend the elbows, lower down to the belly. Bring the block out of the way for now. We're going to need it in a second, but not quite yet. Bring the hands to the corners of your yoga mat. Push into them, straighten the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. So there's something that happens here. You can either just push into the hands, nothing really happens, the lower back is really kind of angry here. Instead, I want you to squeeze the shoulder blades, which is the hot dog bun I always refer to it as. Really make a nice deep hot dog bun. And feel that strength in the upper back instead of the lower back taking the grunt of the work all the time. And then from there, walk the hands back. And walk the hands back. And feel how nice and high you are here. Okay, here we are. I want you to bring that left forearm across the body again. But stay really high on that right arm, that straight right arm. Bend the knees, inner thighs squeeze together. And I want that left hand that's underneath and hugging the right ribs right now. I want you to see if you can grab this right foot. Okay, so you're going to grab it, you're going to turn. I need assistance of my right hand to kind of get it there. And then I'm going to put the right hand back where it came from and lift up. Oh, there it is. So my left hand is holding on from around the front to my right foot. And then the left leg goes down, lift higher, and try to lift the right knee up. Right knee up. Yep. Try to come forward with the gaze. Third eye. right knee off the ground and in midline. And release the right thigh, the right foot, the left hand. Shift hands under the shoulders, downward dog. Let that go. Okay, take the right hand to the left ankle. Turn, give yourself a nice neutralizing twist. Look under the left arm. Really bring that right shoulder in towards the left chest. Lift the tailbone high. Make sure the toes are pointing straight forward. And then bring the right hand down. Bring the left hand to the right ankle. Look under the right armpit. Really turn that left shoulder if you're going to bring it right underneath the right cage. You're doing great. We're really getting rid of any patterns in here that mean lower energy, lower survival energy, and we're working upward high towards the heart, the throat, and eventually up into the head. I hope this is starting to make sense. And if it doesn't right now, it will. Trust the process. Left hand beside the right hand. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, downward dog. 2 more breaths, let all of that marinate. Bring the gaze forward, inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, hop to the top of the mat and fold. Lift your sit bones really high, highest you've done yet so far. Lift up halfway. Exhale down. Inhale, mountain pose. Push into the full body, lift up. Exhale all the way back down. Inhale, halfway up. Hop back. Here we go. Push. It looks like you're going to do a handstand. Chaturanga, Cobra. Down dog. Knees down. All the way to the floor. Belly flat. Legs untucked. Bring the hands to the corners of the mat. Lift up, but squeeze the shoulder blades together. I'm going to come a little closer. I like to travel on my mat. And then walk the hands a little more close towards the shoulders. Squeeze the scapula together. Really draw the inner thighs together. Push through the quads. And lift your head up this time a little bit more. If you feel yourself dumping into the spine, you're going too far. Good. Okay, we're going to bring the right arm, forearm across the chest, on the floor. Extend the left arm and begin to look over the left shoulder. Bend the knees, squeeze your scapula together, and then you're going to grab the left foot with the right arm. Again, if you need help, grab that foot with the left hand, bring it securely into the right hand, and then lift back up. Release the right leg. So here's where your strap might need to come into play. Lift the left knee up. Release the foot. Bring the right hand down. Walk the hands under the shoulders, push into tabletop, downward dog. Close your eyes. I want to check in with y'all, make sure you're okay. Good. Okay, and then I would like you to look between your hands, bend your knees, inhale, pretend you're going to do a handstand. Really use the whole body. Hop to the top of your back. Oh. Halfway lift, inhale. All the way down, stack and fold. Lift the sit bones even higher, squeeze the inner thighs even more. Good. Push into the feet, inhale, mountain pose. And then exhale to the center of your heart. Okay, take a second. We're going to shift into dancer pose. So just imagine what this glorious pose feels like, looks like in your body. Or maybe you've seen it in somebody else's body. And then begin to get really stable through the left foot. Draw through the inner thigh of the left leg. Okay, here we go. Lift the right heel to the glute. Reach back for the inside of the right foot, the big toe side. Reach the left hand forward. Scoop in from the sacred energy in the sacrum up into the second chakra of the creation. And begin to shift forward. The left knee is slightly bent here. Dancer pose. And I want you to discover something in the upper back that maybe isn't always there. A sensation, an opening. Stay here. Or you can keep going. Right big toe into the right, kind of I call it the butt of the right elbow. Binding there. Left hand to the neck. And then binding at the right fingertips. Lift the right knee high. And then maybe shift your gaze down. Work through the pose. And then release the bind, right foot by the left foot, inhale. Exhale to the center of your heart. Oh, good job. Moving on. Release that. Take care of yourself with your breath. Nurture yourself with your breath. Take care of this encapsulation of your physical body. Get strong through the right foot. Lift the left heel to the glute. Reach back. Find the inside big toe of the left foot. Reach forward with the right hand. Bring your attention of coming forward. Lift up the knee and reach. Stay soft through the right knee. Stay here in your dancer pose. Create sensation in the upper back by drawing the shoulder blades together. Maybe slide the left foot into the elbow crease. Bring the right hand to the back of your head palm, and then maybe grip at the left fingers. Maybe begin to come forward. Release the bind. And left foot beside the right foot. Inhale, lift up the hands. Exhale to the center of the heart and hinge. Halfway up, the inhale. All the way down, the exhale. Lift the sit bones. Inhale, halfway up again. Upper back. Press into the palms of the hands, bend the knees. Hop back. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Squeeze the scapula together. Good. Draw the knees down to the floor. And please grab your yoga block again. Okay. So the yoga block this time, or whatever the heck you happen to have, is going to go on the bottommost ribs of the front of your body. And we're going to start, I'm going to say the flat side, so baby block. And I want you to get your ribs right on top of it so that the edge of the block is right on the bottom of the lowest rib cage that you can locate. And then draw your legs together. And you're gonna feel like, oh, like suction is coming out, right? Bring the hands to the corners of the mat. Push and lift. Draw the shoulder blades together. Walk the hands back. Draw the shoulder blades together. Squeeze the shoulders back and down. Good. Okay. Bend the knees. Reach back for the, let's go the outsides of the pinkies, of the toes. And really lift your chest higher than you've ever maybe felt. Draw the shoulder blades, and I want you to feel the strength in the middle of your spine. Walk the knees together. Make sure the inner thighs are working, and the gaze just gently up. Take care of yourself here. And then if you're okay, I want you to reach for your shins and lift even higher. Shoulder blades back and down. And then maybe lift your knees up. Squeeze the thighs together. And release all the way down. Move the block. Shift into child's pose, send it back. Oh. Good. Okay, lift up. Tabletop, all the way flat. Now I'd like you to take that yoga block right above the knees. And it's gonna rest right there. And we're gonna bring our legs right on top of that. And then I want you to try to drop your ribs to the floor. Oh, I know. And then bring the hands under your shoulders. Actually, I'm sorry, to the corners of your mat. Let's keep it repetitive. Inhale, lift the upper back. It's not going to go very high, not as high as the other times. And then keep lifting until you're like, okay, that's enough. It's not very high. Just feel that rib cage, working towards the ground, bend the knees. Good. From here, reach the hands back to the outsides of the feet. Lift the heart space, don't collapse. Your legs are already high. Keep squeezing those legs and try to kind of lift them up and off of the block. Hold. Walk to the shins. Lift the legs up the block, off of the block. Draw the knees together. Good. And release. Come down off of the block. Hands under the shoulders. Press. Downward dog this time. Shift forward to a plank. A chaturanga. Right back up to plank. Downward dog. Good. Shift forward to plank. Bend the elbows, lower down to the floor. Okay. Get that block again. This is our last one. This time you're going to put it on the second level. And you're going to bring it right underneath those ribs to where it's like, oh, it's like a sucker punch, right? Okay, just get comfortable with this. Take a few diaphragmatic breaths, which means deep into the belly. I feel like my heart is pushing into the block. It's kind of good. It's giving the organs a nice massage too. Okay, and then hands come down on either side, under the shoulders, and lift. Bend the knees. Whew, I need to break it off of that. Reach back, find the feet. This time, if you want to try inside, that's okay too. Okay, and just lift really high. If some of you have flipped the grip, this is where you practice. You can flip it. I don't have flip the grip, but if you do, it's a revolution so that the elbow ends up pointing up and holding. I just want you to feel the chest nice and high. And then maybe get the shins. And after you feel that for a few breaths, release, get rid of the block. Roll onto your backs. Okay, bring the knees to the chest. And just take a supine child's pose. Knees to the chest. Bring the feet down. Let the knees go left and right. Just let all of that go. And we're going to come into full Vinyasa or bow pose. Assistance from the block. So you may want to grab your strap this time. Raise to your chest. And then here we go, all the way back to the belly. Okay, so you know all the fundamental foundations of this. It's a whole body experience. So lift up the heaviest part for you. For me, it's my back. Hold here, walk the knees together, lift up the feet. I'm going to reach to the insides of my shin and lift up. Toes, knees work towards one another. Hold here, squeeze the scapula. We're going to stay for 6 breaths. Evolve your pose. And release. Oh. Push into tabletop. Child's pose for just a moment. And then thread the left arm underneath the right arm, bring the left temple down. Nurture your back. Nurture this uncharted territory. And then stretch to the other side. Right arm threads, nurture, right temple down. And then right hand forward, child's pose. And lift up, tabletop. Okay, come to seated on your butt. Okay, here we are. Remember this one? We'll sit up nice and tall. Lift the arms, inner thighs, everything's working. Exhale, hinge, up and out of the body. Okay, bring the left hand down to the shin. Lift the right leg up. But this time, we're gonna bring that right leg up and behind the right shoulder. So lengthen through the sit bones, let the whole body work together. This opposing action, right? And I'm gonna use my left hand to my right heel. I'm gonna bring that right arm around the front of my right thigh and try to creep that shoulder, that knee up on top of my right shoulder. So it's an opposing action of pushing through the left foot to lift the right leg up and around the shoulder. Hold on to the left hand to the right foot, place the right hand down, and then look over the left shoulder. Come back, bend the right leg, squeeze the right bicep as high as you can on that arm. Plant the right palm down, bring the left hand by the hip, pull the left leg into the hip socket, lift up. Yep, everything's up, everybody. Good. And release. Ooh, let that go. How are we doing, Jackie? You still here? Good job. Jess, you okay? I see cameras have gone off. Here we go to the other side. Lift up. And hinge. Spine lengthens. And fold. Right hand to the right leg, left leg up. Opposing action. Spine nice and long. Whew. Right hand to the outside of the left foot. Bring the left arm to the inside of the left thigh and start to walk that left leg up and over the left shoulder. You should feel the upper back like, oh, this is where I was going, right? So push into the right foot and then get the left palm flat. Hold on to the left foot with the right hand, straighten it, shift forward, belly in, right leg pushing down. And just do what you can. Good. Get your head out from under the shoulder. Squeeze high onto the left arm. Bring the right palm flat. Push into the floor, lift the glutes, lift the right leg up. 3 breaths. Good. Hips down, right heel down, left leg out. Good. Okay, cross your ankles. Bring your hands to your knees and just take a few breaths. Realign everything. The full body, the whole body, all of these moving parts, and they just tick into perfect synchronicity. Everything in patient time. Just filling all in with the ribs with the breath, and relax. Okay. So no yoga practice is complete without truly integrating the entire body without an inversion. So it's going to be yogi's choice. If there's any yogi pose of a inversion you'd like to practice, now is the time. I'm going to choose headstand. If headstand isn't in your practice, shoulder stand's okay, tripod, whatever one you want. Some of you are like, how about shavasana with my hands over my head, right? So just take a minute or two in your inversion. And then gently lower yourself down to the mat. Good work. And lay your back flat. If you've got something you'd like to cover your eyes with, please do that. And just let everything go. Let the whole physical practice go. But feel that vibrant energy where your whole spine, from the bottom sacred area of the sacral chakra, the sacrum, has reawakened up through the lumbar and then up into the high back. Really going past just getting by and into thriving. So as you lay here in Shavasana, feel yourself thriving. Thriving within yourself. If anything was shorting before you practiced today, feel everything back in alignment. Feel yourself nurtured by your breath, and feel your breath nurturing your vessel, your body. And then I'd like you to bring your focus now to the crown of your head, evolving to the top of our practice, where you truly get to uncover what lays beneath the surface. And then I'd like you to imagine through the brain that it's softening back, as if you could see your brain melting in a good way, into release. Into release of going and doing and achieving, into a state of complete arrival. In yoga land, we call this samadhi. Even just a glimpse of this every now and then allows you to take the nectar, the juice of the gods, to purge all that holds you back, and to remind yourself of your natural and divine self, able to overcome absolutely anything. No longer in survival, but thrive. Take a minute to yourself to feel this nice deep yogi connection. Your spine is your life force, or your highway to higher consciousness. Your nervous system assists to calm you down. Your energy flow flows upward toward the spiritual life. The vertebrae just helps to get you there when the body, the mind sometimes feels restless. And then I'd like you to think back at your practice just today even, or any of your practices when you felt like quitting. And then remind yourself of why you started in the first place. And how far you've come. And every time you feel discouraged, remind yourself to nurture yourself on the progress you have made. To be compassionate, to be patient, and truly to believe those words, that it's in the practice, in the experience that you truly grow. So bring some gentle movement now to the hands, the feet, reminding yourself that you're truly connected, but you have to feel connected utmost with yourself so that you can seek those deeper connections around you. Lift up to a seated position, finding your sit bones, pushing into them, and maybe even pulling them, drawing them together. Extend your arms out to rest on your knees. Draw your breath in and out. Soften. Draw your breath in and out, and soften. Hands to the heart. I thank each and every one of you for serving your practice, serving yourself in constant involvement. Namaste. Hope you enjoyed the practice.